space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of Bob and Doug, two fearless American astronauts hopping above a rocket ship set for space created by a crazy South African man, and boldly going where no one has gone before. Well, many people have gone there, but no one has launched from that spot since 2011. So to boldly launch where no one has launched since 2011. Either way, it was a great day. Bob and Doug are the heroes that we need right now. Something to take us away from all of the insanity that's going on right now across the board. And I loved watching every second of that launch, and I really hope you did too. And if you didn't catch it, make sure to go on NASA's TV on their website or on YouTube and check it out. It's pretty cool. Space nerds, pretty exciting. So I thought that we would celebrate Bob and Doug and all of the amazing people who put together this launch and this amazing mission with a drink inspired by the greatest science fiction genre. It's a genre in its own now, but it is the greatest canon in science fiction. Do not at me because you're wrong. Star Trek. After a particularly successful mind meld with the inimitable Derek Brown of the Columbia Room, I am presenting to you today the Tranya Dragon Fizz. Tranya, Tranya, it's a brandy-like liqueur drink punch sort of thing that first came out in the original series. The actor actually who drank it, they revealed that, the prop master revealed that what was actually in the glass was grapefruit juice, and the actor at the time hated grapefruit juice, so as he was drinking it, he said it was just the hardest thing for him to do to act like he actually enjoyed it. William Shatner described Tranya as watered down apricot juice. But today this is going to be a delicious version of that. Odo actually, while he was carrying the symbiont, the personality of the symbiont Dax, he ordered a couple of ice cold Tranyas for him and Captain Sisko. So you know if Curzon was into it, you gonna like it. So it was described as a pinky orange color. And so I'm gonna make it a fizz today because we're gonna make sure it has that real cloudy kind of stratosphere on it because it's gonna be bursting through the clouds just like Bob and Doug did today. So let's get down to it. Aaron, it's 5 o'clock here. Copy. Let's do this. We're gonna start out with the world's greatest liquor. Bourbon, 1.5 ounces going into our shaker tin. And then we're going to add a little bit of a nod to the OG of the drink because it's more of like a brandy. And we're gonna be adding in 1/2 ounce of brandy. Now this is Copper and King's American brandy, distilled in Louisville, Kentucky. And this is called A Song for You. This is actually aged in whiskey barrels, so it does have a little bit more of that whiskey roundness and that whiskey flavor to it. Very nice stuff. 1/2 ounce. Then in order to make sure that we have that nice color, I'm gonna add 1/3 of an ounce of Aperol. I mean, really, Aperol is it's the spirit of summer, right? So 1/3 of an ounce right into our tin. And now, one of the things with Tranya, it makes you think of apricots or peaches, right? And peaches and apricots go wonderfully well with bourbon and brandy. So I took 4 white peaches that I had in my fridge and I made this crazy looking simple syrup. It's actually a rich simple syrup. And so what I did is I peeled them, cut up the peaches, placed them in a pot with 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup of sugar. I let it boil down and then I added another 1/2 cup of the sugar to make it a rich simple syrup. And then I just used this sucker to strain it into a bottle. Look at that color. There's no food colorings. This is all coming from that little bit of contact with the skin on that peach. Looks crazy. So Then we are going to be doing 3/4 of an ounce of our peach simple syrup. This is another kind of one of those oh my gosh, if you can see like how viscous this is, it's like gorgeous. This is a porch pounder. It's gonna look really beautiful, but it goes down really well, so be careful because there is a decent amount of alcohol in here, but it is a great drink for summer. Now, then we're gonna add, because this is kind of like a sour, right? So we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, and these are actually the last bits of the Meyer lemons that I used for my limoncello, which is actually in this, let me show you, it actually looks pretty cool, hold on. It's, hello, this is my face. This is my limoncello. Peeling this many lemons, it really sucks, but this stuff tastes really good, and I'm gonna give it another week or so in there before I pull it out, and then I'm definitely gonna make some cocktails out of here. There is 95% alcohol Everclear in there, as well as a little bit of Kettle One vodka to top it off with, because why not? But I'm very excited for that. So then it's a fizz, right? So let's pop in our egg white. Love an egg white cocktail. Sometimes these egg whites can just be a little, come on. Sometimes you just kind of got to pinch the little tail off. It happens. All right, now we're going to put a bunch of ice in here, and we're going to do a vigorous shake, wet shake with the ice.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
That's 20 seconds. You know, they said that, you know, when people were saying about all of the handshaking, what's 20 seconds? What's 20 seconds? The beginning of Star Trek is. So we're then going to strain this into our cheater, or just into another glass if you don't have a Boston shaker. Dump your ice. Now, I'm gonna add just a little bit of soda water to this, just a splash, because I want this to be so ridiculously frothy. And now we are going to shake the living bejesus out of this. The last mention of the spirit Tranya was actually in Picard, which if you are not watching it, get onto CBS All Access and watch it, please. It is an exceptional show, and it's Jean-Luc Picard, so like, you can't go wrong. Also, Riker is on it, amazing. So, Bruce Maddox, the cyberneticist, who, I'm not gonna get into it, no spoilers, was poisoned, actually, with Tranya while he was on Free Cloud. So, it has made a recent appearance in the canon. All right, let's check how foamy this is. So I'm actually going to place a little bit of ice in this glass, and I'm going to be using this really cool glass it has grouse on it. But I got this from my friend's antique booth in Virginia. So just a little bit of ice, about like there. And then I'm going to double strain it into the glass. And make sure you guys are definitely supporting your local stores, because they need your love, and you want to make sure that they're there after the fact. After all this is done. I mean, I bought this one, and then my friend, I Venmo'd her for it, and then she brought it right to my house. Now, this is not going to get all the way necessarily to the top, so what you're gonna do is just pop a little bit of soda water until it hits the top. Now, here's the fun part. So, I have talked before about how you can do cutouts on little lids. This is actually from a smoothie bowl from South Block, and also, you can tell I'm not very good at arts and crafts. But this is roughly the badge of the Federation. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this on top of my drink, and then I'm going to use Angostura bitters in an atomizer and spray across the top of it. And I'm gonna show you what that looks like. It looks like garbage right now is what it looks like. Dang it! The best laid plans, the best laid plans. Sometimes you have to do a lot of it. This is not working. you know, this is live television, right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of dreamsicle that. I think I have a little bit more froth in here. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit more froth on top so I have a new spot. See, now you can tell, like, I also mess stuff up. We all mess stuff up, and that's okay. Be kind to yourself. All right. Yeah, good enough, right? Oh well, I tried. It should have been this little shape. I've seen others do it well. I will be trying to do this much more because right now I've got oh, you can kind of see it now, look. Look at this. See the shape? I don't know why that happened, but here's to Bob and Doug. You are the heroes we need right now. So cheers to you all as we all boldly go where no one has gone before, because this pandemic is a new thing for us all. So cheers, guys.